and you're welcome to my world. So on today's episode, I'm going to be having a chat with my friend Chinelo from the States.
Hello, how you guys doing?
Yeah, thank you for doing
Thank
this
you,
with me.
no problem.
Yes, so today we're going to be having a look at a story that got our minds puzzled, and it really got us thinking, and we thought it was worth sharing with you. I'm hoping that you think the same way.
Why don't you guys take a look and tell us what you think?
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Every day we live is a chance to do something different. Or we pay attention to the wrong things. We're ignoring facts, talking less about things we should talk more about, turning a blind eye to things that matter, and living life like it doesn't really matter. So let's talk. Let's talk about things that matter. Let's talk about social problems and everything else that is important to you. Let's share your story so someone can learn and be inspired from it. This is a story about a boy named Blessing. The story of Blessing is my inspiration. Blessing was a boy I got to know for a short time a few years ago. He was about 10 to 11 years old. Back at the university, I used to live on campus and I would go home from time to time. This one time I was home, Blessing came around to see my cousin at our house. The first time Blessing came around, I noticed how different he was. He had really pale eyes, unusually skinny for his age, quite slow but looked really happy. I called my cousin and I asked if he was sick, but my cousin didn't want to talk about it. Another time out of curiosity, I probed again, but still my cousin refused to talk about it. We lived close by, and Blessing's mother owned a shop where I would go often. And each time I went to the shop, I would itch to ask her about her son, but resist because I thought it was none of my business. I understood the implication of sickle cell anemia, and his family were not well off. I wanted to be sure he was doing okay and managing the situation and, give any advice to help in any way I could. But then again, I just didn't think I was in the right position to do that. My break was over and I went back to university. About 2 weeks later, I asked about Blessing and I was told Blessing had died. He had passed shortly after I left from a sickle cell crisis. I felt miserable and guilty because there was something I could have done, and maybe the situation would have turned out differently if only I tried. May Blessing's soul continue to rest in peace. Have you ever been in a place or found yourself in a position where you need to do something? Do something that could bring about a change or yield a positive result. You're so compelled, but you seem limited, not necessarily in terms of available resources, but just because you do not think you're capable or you do not think you're in the right position to take action, therefore leaving you helpless. Well, next time you find yourself in that position, say something, do something, take an action. You'd realize you just took a chance to do something different. Now that's Blessing's story, and just like Blessing, we all have a story. What's your story?
Hey guys, you guys have seen the story, and I have been in situations like that, and I think every one of us have been, where you feel like you could have done something or said something to prevent something from happening, and you don't do anything, and then at the end of the day, you turn around and blame yourself, so.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have a similar situation. We have a family friend whose daughter was diagnosed with leukemia, and it was a different situation because, unlike the story of Blessing, they were very comfortable financially. So I thought, this situation they could take care. The last time I was with her, she was with her brothers and she was running away from her brothers that they were bullying her. And I said, it's because they love you. I was away in England when my sister told me that she passed. It broke my heart because if I knew that the last time I saw her was the last time I was going to see her, maybe I should have given her a hug. Maybe have done something. Like maybe visit her even more often after realizing that, after knowing that she had leukemia. And I felt really, really terrible about that. That was why I thought, you know what, let's do this story.
I totally understand what you're saying.
And I know we can reflect on this story on different levels, right?
It doesn't have to be like a disease
Or
it could-
death.
yeah, exactly. It doesn't have to be anything like that. Like, okay, I have a story like that too. I have a family friend. She was in like a really bad abusive relationship, sorry. And she, like, I don't know, like, I felt I could say something, but and then on the other hand, I was, like, okay, this
You
is
didn't
not
want
my
to interfere,
business.
yeah.
Yeah, this is not my business. She's in this relationship. It's not both of us,
And
So I kept my thing to myself. Like, I wanted to tell her so bad, like, this is not the right thing for you. A man shouldn't treat you this way. Then I didn't say anything till one day, like, it was so bad, like, he hit her, and like, it was so bad. I felt so sorry, and I was like, oh, man, I could have stopped this from happening if I had talked to her and told her, you can do better.
And it's not because we don't know these things, but sometimes you just need someone else to push you,
Sometimes
to
we
take
feel
a decision.
exactly. We feel like like we shouldn't be in people's business. Or let me mind my
But
business.
you know what? Sometimes you have to make someone else your business if it's at the detriment of their,
Exactly.
their health or their life. It would be at risk. Anyways, I would like this to be an opening for people to feel free to share their stories.
Yeah.
Like the story of Blessing. I think it would be nice if we hear from people, if people are able to express themselves and tell us what they think, and if they have experienced things that they think people can learn from and can inspire people. I think we should do that a lot. So please, if you've got a story that you think is worth sharing, it doesn't matter what it's about.
No.
Please do share your story.
Yeah.
If you would like to share your story, please send me an email to lulablack.myworld@gmail.com, and we will be happy to share and discuss your story so someone could be inspired. Yeah.
Get someone to do something when they're in a situation where they
Yes.
could.
So till next time, thank you so much for doing this with me. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope that this would help you take a decision to do something different.
Exactly.
Take care, and it's Lula Black from us. Bye bye.